All right. Meanwhile, 10 minutes after the top of the hour on this Thursday, Attorney General Eric Holder coming out with a new excuse this morning for targeting reporters. And Michelle Malkin, look at that. She's live in our studio.
How do you know?
Because she's live in our studio.
Oh.
That's her.
That's right. I saw her before.
Attorney General Eric Holder, pictured right there, taking heat over the warrant involving Fox News' James Rosen. He says calling Rosen a criminal conspirator wasn't such a bad thing. Joining us right now, live in the studio from Colorado, we've got Fox News contributor Michelle Malkin. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you, Steve.
Okay, so in front of the House Judiciary yesterday, Mr. Holder said that when they issued the warrant against and for James Rosen, it was not equivalent to the prosecution of a member of the news media. What?
Digging that hole, Eric Holder. Every time he tries to absolve himself of what clearly are, I think, just outrageous actions on behalf of this administration, he just digs himself even further. I mean, it's plainly obvious to those who can see, and now it's not just merely those on the right who see this, that this was a very partisan targeting. And we know that the White House has had an explicit grievance against Fox News. So now he's saying that, oh no, it wasn't a, what was it that Whoopi Goldberg said? It wasn't a rape. Technically it wasn't a witch hunt. They were just taking an investigative step, is what he said, right?
And so what's curious though, and they described to get the warrant so that they could monitor his calls and his email, his personal email. They went out and they accused him of being a crook, and they said he was a flight risk, and then they went judge shopping because the first two judges wouldn't do it. Now he's doing all this backtracking, and it's kind of like, what?
Yeah. He's backpedaling like a clown on a high wire, and I think that phrase, that this was an investigative step, really bespeaks of their true intention and their true agenda here, which is to leave all of their options open, right? This was to make sure that they had an open-ended venue and path for continuing to snoop.
But it has been revealed that they were doing, who knows, maybe they were just thinking, okay, we're going to investigate James Rosen at Fox News. If anybody finds out about it, it's Fox News. Everybody will be on our side. Well, as it turns out, everybody is not on their side regarding that. Let's talk a little bit about, before there was the James Rosen case, there was the Associated Press case.
That's right.
And they were monitoring hundreds of reporters and editors as their phone calls were going in and out of the Connecticut bureau up there. And yesterday, Gary Pruitt, the guy who runs the Associated Press at the National Press Club, said, you know what? Our sources are drying up. They worry that if they talk to us and spill the beans, they're going to get in trouble.
Yeah, that's right. The adjective chilling has been used so much now. If we had $1 every time and we used it, we'd be millionaires. So, forget about global warming. The problem in D.C. now is source chilling, thanks to this White House. And I have to say that after watching years and years of these liberal media boosters of Obama, my sympathy is tempered. Now they realize that this man and this administration represent a serious threat, not just to the free press and First Amendment rights of his critics, those of us on the right, but mainstream media reporters who are simply trying to do their jobs.
Okay, and we've noticed that. But for the average person watching right now suddenly they're questioning whether or not they can trust the government. Can you trust the NSA? There could be a drone above us right now. We heard that yesterday.
Right.
We don't trust the IRS. We don't trust Eric Holder, the top lawman in the country. After what he said and what he's done against James Rosen.
Hope and change, no more of the same. And I think if there's any silver lining that's come out of all of these scandalabras and scandapaloozas, it's the fact that more and more people now are finally coming over to the view that limited government is best.
I think it was 2 weeks ago you coined the term corruptocrat, and now you just use scandalabra. I love that.
Well, that one I can't claim credit for.
Well, that's a good one.
More widespread use is fine with me.
All right, Michelle Malkin. Nice to see you here in the studio
You too.
today.
Take
Thank
care.
you.